operations on this house. The problem is once you make an arrest, there's always somebody else to come in and set up shop.
Attention Imperial citizens, you are trespassing in a restricted zone after curfew.
Get it up, man, get it up! Come on, let's fuck up, fuck up, fuck up! Police! Go for it,
This is the IMP.
Hey, good, you're good, we're good! Step back, step back!
Surrender yourselves for interrogation. Non-compliance will be met with immediate force.
Police, stand by!
Alright. 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 What are we doing? I don't know. I never know. Have I ever known? Probably not. Just gonna throw up. That's what we're doing. Cat, you're gonna need to move. I need space to work. Sweet girl. But I need space. How are you, Woo Woo? How are you, Woo? Can you please move? Cat, can you please move? I would appreciate that. Gotta study for a science exam. I'm doing alright. My right arm's hurting really bad. So I'm like my elbow and my hand. Okay. Woo! School's over! That's always exciting. That was one of the reasons why I always loved May. Because it's like, finally after May, no more school until it comes back. Until it finally didn't come back. I defeated school once and for all. It's always a lot of fun. Okay. We're on day 29. We're so close to being done. Oh my god. Like, holy crap. And then we have a special stream on Sunday where everybody will be able to draw on a big ass canvas with me. It's gonna be fun. I always love doing those. So, yeah. Today we got the Dummies O.C. Oliver. Interesting name. And yeah, looks like it's gonna be a relatively easy draw. Which is good, because I think tomorrow's is going to be a bit more complicated. Because we got Bucket Jesus. Bucket Jesus. But yeah. Also, remember, share the stream. People need to be here. People need to be here because it's more fun that way. Why? Because I get less work done. As yesterday was a testament to that. So yeah, we need more people to distract me. Get the word out. Alright, I am going to be joined by my friend Elliot. and we'll get this bitch going. What's your favorite art medium? Well, so the thing is, like, I also would count things like movies, shows, games, stuff like that, because it's all art. But I'm guessing you mean more like in the traditional sense. Wow.
Hi.
Hey, roll.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm here. Overwatch is doing a Pride event starting tomorrow.
Huzzah.
Jack is getting a new skin.
Oh boy.
It's basically just a recolor in the gay pride flag color. Not rainbow, the men loving men specifically.
Now I'm picturing him singing that line, "Young man, stick your hand in my ass."
I said, young man.
It's a sickness you see.
But it's... What the fuck? Am I not allowed to have that? Wikipedia?
What the fuck is that?
It was an image at one point.
That was code. That's what that was.
It pretended to be an image.
Like using my iPad and alcohol markers. I mean, naturally, I really enjoy doing digital art. But... Oh, okay. Traditional art, I'm trying to get back into painting. I actually have all the equipment and everything. I just need to set it up so that I can stream that.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah, I'm going to be making specifically horror art with painting because I can have the shaky hands with the horror arts with the spookies. So
I like doing really dog shit little paintings. Love like a mushroom man is one I did, and then the Copia plushie. That was fun.
Oh, I'm imploding. Alright, need to find a good pose. I was trying to find one before the stream started, and then I saw something, and then I forgot what I was doing.
Sounds like you have a case of the distracteds.
No, I think it was worse than that. Because it's like,
Because of-
look, a drawing. I'm looking for a drawing. Where am I?
Who are you people? Because of Fairly Odd Parents, Chris and I tend to say distracted whacked.
Distracted.
Because there was like this one episode where these babysitters or something like that, they're doing shit with kids. Like, oh, did you get distracted whacked? God, that was fucking 20 years ago.
Oh god. Isn't it gross that you can say that and it be true?
Mm-hmm. 20 years ago, in August, I will have been 9.
Welcome to the awakening.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Blah. Bob Ross horror live streams, fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna basically be doing that.
I feel decrepit.
Instead of whacking the devil out of it, we're gonna whack the devil into it.
It's beat the devil. Not whack.
Yeah, yeah, but we're also doing it to his pee-pee, so.
And by it, I mean his peanuts.
Yeah. Sometimes there's almonds. It's like mixed nuts.
Mm-mm.
See, we don't discriminate. We're not racist here. We mix our nuts.
Jesus.
What does that even mean? I have no idea. I like how I can put in male poses, and it will just show me just diagrams of the male body. I'm like, that's not really what I want. I just want guys standing around. What the hell?
I just want a dude standing there.
I don't need to see his peanuts.
His peanuts. I turned my air conditioner on because it was getting a bit warm up here. And since my desk is immediately in front of the window where my AC is, I have to have a blanket in my lap or I will freeze to death.
I like the coat.
It's nice, but it get a little nipply.
Gone through so many shirts because of that.
What?
You don't want holes in your shirt.
Okay. I'm choosing to ignore what you're saying.
It's usually the right call. It was like, oh, I'm just looking at naked men for anatomy purposes. That's exactly what I was doing yesterday. Except it wasn't men. When I was trying to look up poses.
Hot, sexy bodies, like those mastodon men.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is just funny. Like, I don't know what exactly... I don't know what exactly it's trying to do standing like that.
Oh, someone's drawing Copia in that pose. Because he did a baseball thing once.
Oh, right, yeah.
Winston.
Mm-mm.
Overwatch is very loud. When did I turn that up?
The way you did my IRL friends OC bezel was amazing. Thank you. I had fun with that one.
Stay away from the fucking monkey.
Monkey. Monkey.
I healed my Torbjorn and Mercy said you're much too old for this. No! No, Winton! No, Winton!
Oh no!
Fucking Junkrat.
Oh. Pinterest ran out of pictures of men. Now I'm just seeing pictures of women.
Oh no.
Oh, and there's Mr.
Who
Bean.
would want that? Why is Rowan Atkinson there?
I don't know. It was his face on top of a supermodel.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hog, I would love to group up with you. The problem is that I got killed. I got the murdered.
Okay, I think I got one. Might help if I was holding my pen right. There we go.
Run away from the monkey, run away from the monkey.
Yeah, I was glad that Boa was able to see that drawing sooner rather than later. I was kind of expecting them not to see it until like close to the end of the summer. Really caring about balance with this one. Mainly because I'm expecting it to be more like something in motion.
Juno just said, you mean a chicken fried this rice? That's the most stupid meme line I've ever heard in this game.
Besides, it should be shrimp, because shrimp's funnier.
Exactly, a scrimp.
Wasabi swimp. Chicken jockey. Isn't that what you are?
Maybe. Sorry, my phone was ringing very loud and I had to reach over and mute it. I bet the payload is reaching its destination. These fuckers have too much damage.
So what you do today?
Well, I woke up bright and early at 2:30 in the afternoon.
God damn.
I didn't get much sleep because I couldn't. Gino, shut up. I just couldn't rest for some reason. But when I was asleep, Carlisle was on my head the entire time.
That's always fun.
Yep. I woke up, there was Bert.
Bob.
And then after I woke up, I went and got the eggs out of the coop, and I've just kind of been dicking around ever since.
Today, my friend printed a small pic of me for an art project, and she just cut off my head so round I think I was dying. I ended up as the soccer ball for the project. I'm so proud. I cleaned my room. I need to clean my room. I also need to clean my floors again.
My room is
really
almost
upset.
never a mess. Cleaning is what relaxes me, so I do it often.
Doing things?
Hey, you should try it sometime.
Yeah, let's see what I did. I woke up. That was unfortunate. And then I went over to work on book stuff at my parents'. And I was over there for way longer than I was expecting. So I was there for over 2 hours. But I did get everything set up to where tomorrow we can just take stuff to one of the booths and work on organizing everything and all that. And then came home, took a shower, then went over to my grandma's to grab her trash cans, got back home, relaxed for a minute, got a call from my mom saying that they had a shit ton of litter and stuff, that I can come by and get it. So I went over and I got like 13, 14 bags of litter. So I'm good on litter for a bit. And also got a bunch of cat food. Well, more like little wet cat food things for Castle. And then got the stream going.
Nice.
So yeah, exciting.
Sounds like you've had a productive day.
Wait, no, Saturdays is the draw together stream. I cannot keep the days straight this week.
It is
They're
the
all
28th,
gay.
my dear.
I know, but I don't.
I know, but I don't.
Exactly how that is.
I know everything but nothing.
Yeah. I'm very intimate with nothing. That was a little too real. Oh shit, oh, that was more of a burden to myself than I thought.
Oh no.
Oh no.
There's a Moira and she's sucking.
Oh my. And now I'm trying to turn my sketchbook into one of those viral, chunky sketchbooks. By beating it a lot? What?
I can't fathom how to do a sketchbook like that. I barely like sketching on paper.
I don't even know what that means to make it a chunky one. Like, the only things I know that are chunky are butts
Yourself?
and... Yeah, shut up. And chocolate chips. Like, I don't know how other things are chunky. I like
There's Chuck E. Cheese.
What?
I know it's Chuck E. Cheese. I just wanted to say Chunky Cheese.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you what?
Are you stupid? The answer is yes.
It wasn't really an "Are you stupid," but more of a this is a thing.
What did you say? Hello? There's a sombra somewhere.
There's a sunburn.
Yes. There's a frog field waiting in the swamp. If he sees you, he will kill you and bury you in the bog.
Good to know.
It's a Drawfee reference.
Mm.
One of those things that just gets in my brain and never leaves.
Like most things.
Yay, we won.
I think one of the first things I'm going to draw next month is Fee with a character that Dodorine made that, like, he essentially adopts this character.
Mhm.
Because the character is so goddamn cute. And they've said that they're gonna make some more art of that. And I was like, yay! And then it's been 2 days, and I'm like, why do you do this?
Not everyone draws very fast.
The thing is that it's more of they forgot to share, and I'm like, why must you torment me? Especially because I already have, like, essentially this character as canon in the Fee story life. And it's like one of the best things to happen. Because it's right after one of the worst things that ever happens to her. I think I showed you the character, but...
You did.
Yeah. So fucking cute. I've realized I'm a lot more susceptible to cute things lately.
Sure are. Porcus, ready to work.
Target virus. Yes, like Marp's art. You use too much pastel colors? I wouldn't say that's really a bad thing. Just that's
No,
part of
not
your
at all.
if that's part of your style, it's part of your style. I know people who do nothing but pastels. I always forget to bring up the reference thing on a separate thing so that I can have a better look at it. First, I'm going to see if there's even a better picture. Not really. This one will work. He's fine. At least it's a full body.
I got here before everyone. I'm going to die.
Uh-oh.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Hmm. When I was looking up references for different things yesterday, I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, do I not know how to draw?
Mood. The only thing I drew yesterday was that I put underwear on one of my character's reference sheets.
Ew, putting clothes on?
Just so I could post it in a tag where I wouldn't feel weird. It felt weird if I had nudity.
Hmm. Fucking nudity!
Sorry, I'm being attacked at all angles here.
Ah!
Fucking Senora.
Can't see. Get out of the way!
Oh, bird. Sweet bird. Yeah, that character's really cute.
Hey, TheDummie, how was you? And you're not quite late. It's still within the first hour. And we tend to go for on average 4 hours with these, so you're right on time.
I dream about things way beyond this atmosphere. Accepting what is and what isn't. It feels like the part of me I've always been searching for. I don't need anything when I'm here. Because it feels like home. A space between my body and my mind. When I just observe.
Itchy. Ah! Okay. I mean, with the first hour anyway, we kind of just fart around. I try to look for a pose. Nothing really gets done. It's usually what happens. But I was kind of thinking, based on what I've seen, I was wanting to make like a kind of a fun little pose type of thing. Just I don't know, I just kind of feel like this character has moments where he just has a shit-eating grin on his face because he is could be a bit of a butt. I just get that vibe. So he's like, whoops, my bad. Shucks. Well, he kind of is like that on occasion. But yeah, how are you doing? What you been up to today? And also, if you want, I extend this out to everybody. But if you would like to do a bit of a lore dump of this character, you're more than welcome to. We are sluts for lore. I hand this out to everybody who I'm drawing for. So yeah, if you've got some tea on your character, please spill. Oh, time to rant then. Oh boy.
Override. Backdoor. Hacking protocols. Override. Backdoor.
I always have to remind myself that I need to not be lazy. Just because I'm tired when I'm making these drawings. Which is why I'm going back over this again. Because it was going to turn out shit if I didn't do this right. But my brain and my body's like, well, I just want to sleep and look at boobies.
No poopy. No poopy for you.
But booby make happy.
Hacking protocols.
That's not it. There we go.
Override. Backdoor.
Breathe. 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 Just breathe. 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 Just breathe.
Holy shit. Suddenly words.
Wow, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
I'm gonna read it. I just love that. Okay. Yeah. He is a business owner mostly for his bounty hunting business. He would take up any other job, but life for him should not be boring by his own perspective. There's also a whole power system thing he's a part of called Anami, but I frankly do not want to think of how it works. Maybe something like Nen, but eh. Anyways, fun facts. He is based off of Dante, Devil May Cry series, Ultra, and Dragon Ball. He ironically loves the Devil May Cry series. Okay. I'm guessing that's like where my autism kind of comes in, where like, because I say like the whole power system. I don't want to think of how that works, and I'm just like that. I would love to figure out how that works. That's why I spend so much time thinking about how Fee's immortality works. But I'm fucking weird.
Carlisle, you hit the print screen button on my keyboard. He's like, you want to take a screenshot? I can make you take a screenshot. buddy boy, I cannot give you pets all the time.
Lies. Lies and slander. Flies and salamanders.
What did you just do? Carlisle.
What did he do?
Brought up the Discord help window on my PC. He walks on my keyboard when he wants my attention.
Poor baby. Come on, God. Will you fucking do the thing I tell you to? God! John's getting upset!
Speaking of John, he had a baby recently.
Oh, wow.
His name is William Albert.
Who's the father?
Not sure.
I'm gonna crash out. Pixilart won't let me upload my fee drawing. Does it think she's naked? Because that's what it did to me when I drew Violet. It thought that she was naked. I'm like, nope, there's clothing. Though I want, it won't let me make a badge out of her mask just because there was some red on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's why it wouldn't accept it. I think it thinks that her finger is a dick or something. Gotta fix the hand, I guess. Fucking bullshit. Here we go. Well, more words. I mean, here's my original concept of how it works. Anami is based off of the word anomaly, I figured. And basically, it's an energy source within random living beings. Like kind of a thing people randomly get. But it relies on your mind to determine how you use it. There are like 6 ways of using it. There's burst, veil, great, decept, mindful, specialist, and nightmare. Although nightmare is more like an overflow of Anami rather than a way of using it. It's too complicated to explain. Jesus, I put way too many words. Wow, that's a lot of words.
Too bad I can't read.
Too bad I can't read. Oh my god, I love this. Now I'm kind of picturing her sounding like Samuel L. Jackson, just going, go the fuck to sleep.
Anytime I think Samuel L. Jackson, I was like, that is a tasty burger. I've never seen that movie.
Me neither, I want to. That also just reminded me of, I can't remember where I heard this from, but it was like the creepiest / scariest thing that you can have someone whisper into your ear is, you smell different when you're awake. And that just kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah. Chicken bone. Fluffy boy.
Blurb. Blurb.
Blurb.
Byorb.
Bjorb.
Byorb. Welcome back.
When I say bird, like Bjorb, it makes me think of Sweden.
Bork,
Just
bork,
the
bork.
country of Sweden. Just like when a Swedish goose honks, it's honk.
I actually would imagine that a Swedish goose would go hook.
They
Hook.
put J's in everything, and the J makes a Y sound. So it's HJONK, and the O has a little strike through it. I'm being very emotionally and racially sensitive to Swedish people. Or culturally, not racially.
I mean, I'm good friends with a Swedish guy, and I make these jokes to him all the time, and he finds them fucking hilarious.
I also have Swedish friends.
I fucking made a drawing of him as a Swedish meatball.
That actually reminds me that people in the Ghost fandom call Tobias our little Swedish meatball. They also call him Titty Milk Fortnite, but that's different.
Yeah. That's just weird.
Or Toblerone Fudge.
See, that makes more sense. Also call him the source of my problems.
The source of my lack of money. But he's also the source of my greatest joy, so I have to thank him there. He's the reason why I spent $500 on a tattoo.
Again, the reason why you don't have money.
Yep. Lifts up sleeve just to look at my tattoo. He's so pretty.
Ooh, so pretty.
The more technologically advanced the human species got, the more isolated they seem to become at the same time.
Now I need to look up another reference, because clearly I don't know how to draw.
Can't draw shit from fuck.
No. Move. Okay. I will say the Oliver's outfit is very early 2000s.
Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah. Looking like fucking Philip J. Fry.
I keep thinking the pings are from my Discord, bro. Yeah, I've dealt with that before with other people's streams, and then they have that go off, and I'm like, what? Huh? Wait, what? Because it's weird, because I don't get messages from people, so it's like, wait, why am I hearing things?
Unless I message you while you're message you.
Yeah, pretty much. Only exception.
Yeah.
I thought I was trying to make Oliver's clothes kind of casual, but also looking awesome, and that design is what I came up with. Hey, I love early 2000s outfits. Is it because I grew up with that? Partially.
Same. Don't mind us, we're old people here.
Yeah. I just threw my back out saying that.
Pulled a hip trying to scoot in my chair.
I pulled a hip thinking about it.
Yeah. Sprained my spleen.
Yeah, but you were doing that when you were younger anyway.
True, you did have to put me in a padded box.
And you still did it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, memories, where'd you go?
It has been pretty funny, people realizing how old I am. 'Cause
Mhm.
I don't know why people just assume I'm in my, like, mid to early 20s.
I'm not even in that anymore. This year I'll be the latest 20 I can be.
What was that? My headphones decided to be a bitch.
I said this year I'll be the latest 20 I can be.
I was 20 once.
Yeah, 9 years ago.
I had a 2 at the beginning of my age once.
Yeah, for you that was like 50 years ago. And that's all you have to say about that.
Yeah. That and fuck you.
Eat my ass and taint.
Yeah, all of it.
I'll get the fork and knife.
Americans have the deepest voice ever, even when they're 9, so I'm bad at guessing ages based on voices.
Do
My
we really
voice
have
is...
deep voices when we're kids?
Father.
Father requires less than moods.
Mother. I require teats.
Mother, booby please.
Oh.
Where's my stuffed animal and my blankie?
My voice has actually gotten a bit deeper in the past year.
Mine
Partially
too, but
because
that's
I've been...
because it's a conscious thing.
Yeah, well, mine's partially because of that too, because I've been practicing essentially doing throat singing,
Mm-hmm.
but practicing it in a way to where I can just kind of talk that way. And kind of made my voice get lower, which I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Holding hands!
Holding hands! One thing that they tell, FTM people is to talk, out of your chest more than your throat. Which is why, like, my natural register is a bit deeper now, because I'm not talking out of my throat and nose.
Oh, you're speaking out of your nipples.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Someone said I sounded 8 years old, which damaged my ego so bad. Emotional damage! That's what that is.
I got told I sound like a higher pitched Kurt Cobain.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that during one of my streams?
Yes,
Okay, I thought so.
it was this month.
Yeah, I was like, wait, pretty sure I was there.
I remember this somehow.
Anyways, his hair is blue due to accidentally dyeing his hair. Do not ask how one accidentally gets their hair dyed, for I have not thought of how. So I have gotten my hair accidentally dyed. Accident on my part, on purpose on my mom's part. A voice that deep being called Aid is diabolical. I was reading what Uwu said over on YouTube. Really trying to figure out a way to make it more obvious that I'm reading chat. I figured like the bad reading would do it. But I think I'm gonna have to work on that. But yeah, so like my mom really hates the fact that my hair went brown and didn't stay like super blonde. So when I was in high school, she was, well, actually it started in middle school. She was bugging me every day to get my hair dyed blonde. And
With your mother.
yeah, she begged me every day for years. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. Years, at least 3, but I think it went on for 5. And then finally, and like during that time, she switched it up from dyeing my hair to like, well, let's just do the tips. And I was like, no. And so then like years go on of her begging me to do that. And then finally, I'm like, fine. And then, like 20 minutes later, I'm sitting there going, Mom, I don't think you're doing the tips of my hair if you're rubbing my scalp. So I had the shittiest blonde hair for months. I was so mad. And I told her, you're never touching my hair again.
Oh God, it's so good.
Oh, that must have sucked. Yes, it did. I was so mad.
You know, funny enough, my grandma was kind of the same way with me. I started dyeing my hair black freshman year of high school, and when I was a kid, I had blonde hair too. And my mom has darker brown hair, so my hair was starting to turn like my mom's, and then I dyed it black, and she was like, won't you dye it blonde like your sisters? And she did this for like 7-8 years until she finally said, okay, I guess I like the black. I personally don't like blonde hair on myself, so why would I ever do that? I've seen my baby pictures, I looked weird. Blonde ass hair, blue eyes, I look like one of them Aryan children.
You could fly?
That's avian.
It's in the air.
It's weird though, because both of my parents had dark brown hair.
That might be a bit too much. But anyways, Oliver did it all by himself. Like no one else. Like all by himself. He accidentally dyed his hair. Whoa, that message was redundant. By himself. No one else. All alone. Singular.
Solo.
Han?
My wife?
Baby girl?
No, that's Indy.
Oh, right. Perfect comedy, as they say. That's how you know it was not funny, because they say it instead of laughing. Please clap.
So Jasper and I... Just pity laugh, please, Dan. Everyone here said is the funniest man around.
Anyway, what did Justin do this time?
No, Jasper and I, we started watching Dorohedoro, an anime that's fucking weird, and I am super into it so far. God damn, I can't talk. All I know is that there's a lizard man with a guy in his throat.
Oh, that.
You've heard of it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's freaky. I like it. We've only watched one episode because we watched up to episode 7 of Dandadan, and it emotionally wrecked both of us. We both started fucking sobbing. There's things about parental damage in that episode of Dandadan, and it got us both in the parent issues.
Oh, right in the parental.
Uh-huh. Oh, right in the mommy issues.
Dan, did I mention?
Yes, Dandadan, my beloved. Okarun and Momo, my idiot teenagers. Well, if you've seen episode 7, you know how much it fucking hurts.
Deadass getting mocked at school for watching it, but whatever. They're just jealous. Sounds about right. Yeah, I don't know if Switch going to watch that other show is a good choice after emotional damage. I don't know a lot about what happens later in the show, but apparently there's lots of emotional damage.
Well, right now it's just gratuitous violence, and I can get behind that.
There's also a muscle mommy in it.
Neat.
Yeah, that's mainly how I know about it.
But yeah, I told Jasper, this episode we're about to watch is really fucking sad. And they're like, okay, and then we watched it. We both started having a breakdown, and then afterwards they're like, I was expected to be a hater, but no, you were right.
You bitch.
Was your brush just fucking up for a second there?
Yep.
Huh.
Used to happen all the time with my old tablet. Hello, Twitch. No. What's the matter, kitty? Fun facts about older Oliver concepts. There was one where he wore a black hoodie and a scarf. Whoop. Another one where he had GI and white hair. Most of the other ones are similar to this design, but having no gloves and having different details. Okay. I have to hold the kitty. Hold on. What is it? Was that all you wanted? Yeah, I kind of need to reach my keyboard. But I'm so cute, Daddy. I need attention. Because I never get attention. I'm so neglected. Well, that's enough stuff for me due to me feeling like I should stop typing and watch. I love it when people talk in the chat. I've been streaming.
Hype your little heart out.
Yeah. I've been streaming since about 2009, 2010. 99% of the time I have 0 people in the chat. Let alone people chatting. So, you're more than welcome to chat. You can watch and chat at the same time, unless you have to look at the words that you're typing. In which case, I wouldn't blame you. Who wants to watch this?
Just use one eye for the chat, the other for the stream.
Yeah, just go full chameleon.
Chameleon.
Shyamalan.
Oh God, it's so good.
Oh, all right. So every time I read the shortened version of all right, I just think it's arr. It's like a Australian getting hit. Arr. Arr nar.
Oh no.
Arr nar. And yes, that does mean I have been streaming longer than Twitch has been around. Used to stream on a website called livestream.com. You would not believe the service that website provided.
I remember that website.
Yeah, that's where I started. That's where Goose started. That's where a few people that I know started. I'd miss those days, because those were the days where like a bunch of us would just get together in a Skype call, and then we would just stream and do challenges and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I miss those days. I miss the days when things were not as shit. They were still shit, but not like this shit.
Mm-hmm. A different kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, surprisingly, Major Phi does not have terrible eyesight, even though, like, it would be considered feces.
Ew. How dare you?
I hate it here. Mom, pick me up.
I want to go home. I am home.
Fuck! Oh, God. Not that shit.
What the hell did you just do?
I put the border on.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
I put my elbow on the cat's tail, and now she's mad at me. Okay, she's accepting the apology of getting cuddles.
Good, good.
Oh yeah, Oliver has a mom. Her name was Elise, or something similar, if I remember the singular doodle I made of her correctly. Because it had the name of her right next to her. Yeah, Elise, or Margaret, or what's her tits?
Mildred.
Eldritch.
Tabitha.
Shafid.
Is there a shithead? It's Shafid!
What do you think, Twitch? Oh, she's getting comfy. We got a problem.
I want to listen to the Don Da Don theme song. It's stuck in my head.
Dun 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 la 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 dun 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 la la la. You didn't know I knew the theme song,
Actually,
did you?
It does repeat Don Da Don in the theme song.
Now I'm just picturing like there's an energetic music playing, and then it's just this person going, Don, Don, Don.
Don. The band that sings the theme song is called Creepy Nuts.
Okay. My mom was singing the intro while I was trying to peacefully empty the dishwasher. I love my mom. Oh, at least somebody does. Ow, ow, get your claws out of me! Jesus Christ, cat! You're not even, like, in fear of falling. Why are your claws on me?
Gripping.
Stop now, I feel bad. How dare you have a good relationship with your mother? Stop bragging!
God, making some of us feel bad. I'm not gonna name names.
I've never uttered a word about my mother, except for the time when you were watching an anime with your mother the other day. And it was awkward.
I could never watch anime with my mother.
Yeah, I could never watch one with mine either. What are moms? What are those? What are those?
I live with my mother, but I don't have a relationship with her. We tend to avoid each other, really.
Oliver is also immortal, but not really. Like, if he dies 90% of the time he dies, it's because of comedic effect. And he'll get back, like, maybe 5 minutes later, or a day later. Although he can, like, die. Oh my... I would, like, die. Seriously.
I want to, like, die.
Yeah. Die seriously. Then he's just straight up dead. Oh, he is dead. He is just dead.
Oh God, it's so good.
Oh yeah, how does V's immortality work? Well, you can actually learn a fair bit on how it works by reading the short story that I wrote about the first time that she died. There is a link in the like bio section. It's a link tree, and that has a direct link to either to my account on Wattpad or to the actual like short story itself. But essentially, like, the degree to which her immortality works is every immortal has a slightly different like mechanic to their immortality. So Fees basically essentially when she dies, her soul does separate from her body, but then it will get thrust back into her body, and the amount of force that comes with that actually makes her body explode in flames, and then she's back to normal. So sometimes she will try to utilize that to her advantage in certain situations. And her immortality even works even if her body gets disintegrated. There's just a random burst of flame, and then she's back. That must be painful. It was at first, I believe, in the short story when she comes back to life, she's like got a massive headache and is disoriented and stuff. But you know, she gets used to it. I mean, she's died thousands of times within just her 700 years of life. So, she gets used to it. But yeah, it wasn't pleasant to start off with. But yeah, so like, I really wanted to make a character that literally cannot stay dead. Well, like I wasn't set out to do that. It was just kind of happened, and then I was like, oh, what if this character just literally cannot stay dead? Because that can make for a really interesting character, but it's really difficult to do that. And so I'm like, well, hell yeah, I'm going to do that then. Because I'm a masochist. And that does make for some fun stuff, like one of the ways she likes to go down onto a battlefield is to drop down with a bomb.
Doesn't feel like a way of saying, like, Phoenix?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Because I thought of the resurrection thing, and then I was like, what should I name this character? And I was like, B. There we go. So that was... It's really hard to remember exactly like how a lot of aspects of her came about, because it was just I was drawing a character and then suddenly my world got flipped upside down.
You're drawing a character and then suddenly you created the best thing to ever happen to you.
Yes. Oh no, I love her! Fuck!
Oh no, she's the best! My little murder princess!
Yes, the best murder princess.
That's what I called Kylo Ren. Because he's part of Disney, so he's a princess, and he kills people, so he's a murder princess.
That is very true.
I remember our group chat used to be called the Murder Princess Diaries, the one with Curly in it. I haven't talked to Curly in a while.
Yeah, I was definitely not in that group, that's for sure.
You weren't?
No.
I swore you were.
No, because those movies came out in the late 2010s. Our Skype group... Well, our Skype group basically ended before I got onto Discord. Because that was the reason why I got on the Discord. Well, that was part of the reason.
It was a Skype group.
Yeah, but Kylo Ren was not a thing until the late 2010s. And
The Skype group was called the Murder Princess Diaries. So it must have just been a separate group.
It must have, because definitely wasn't part of something like that. Man, I sure do hate when I make an OC I absolutely love. It's the worst! Because now I can't do anything else. And now I have purpose in my life. It sucks.
Why do you think I have so many fucking OCs?
Because you're
it's not
horny?
Just because I want to fuck that old man.
Oh, I thought that was like 90% of the reason.
It's like 70.
Still most of it, but it's not all of it.
Honestly, though, I love my OCs. They give me something to think about constantly. But don't get me wrong, I do want to fuck that old man.
I was gonna say, let's not get crazy here. Bee rash. No, rashes are itchy. Alright, time to get to the inking. Well, here are some examples of what would count as comedic for Oliver's immortality. Think of Oliver having a peaceful day, and then think, wouldn't it be funny if, and the said thing happens to him, and he dies? Well, that sucks. What if I got flattened by a giant pizza? Ah! if I got flattened by a 20-foot thick woman? That would suck. Damn.
I can imagine that.
Just suddenly an ass just falls down. It's like, no! How could this happen?
It's like, "Ooh, splat."
It's like that SpongeBob episode where it's like,
Yeah.
may I be struck by an ice cream truck and live!
I personally thought of this SpongeBob.
Yep.
Because he got that was an ass on his face.
Yep. I saw a little comic of Human Torch going into a room, and it's like, "Hey Reed, have you seen Sue?" And it just cuts to Reed having that head, and Sue is invisible, sitting on his face, and he's like, no, I haven't seen her anywhere." Well, that's one example, but whatever.
I hate this. I hate this so much. Look what Google made me see.
That's a paw print.
It's supposed to be the front part of a foot.
That's a paw print. That just,
Either way, I fucking hate it.
that just seems unpleasant.
Yeah.
And thus he's never serious, except when he is. I never joke, except when I do.
Which way the fuck are you buffering? I have over 30,000 channel points for your channel.
Oh, that reminds me. I added a new reward thing for using the points. And
Okay.
it is to generate Shakespearean insults.
Yeah.
So, my dad and I were going through the books and stuff the other day, and he found one of this book that has, like, $189 words that are on different little cut up pages, and so there's 3 sections, and so then essentially you use the points to generate an insult. I use a random number generator to grab whatever word for each section, and then we'll get something like weedy deformed cranker blossom. Or dissembling flat mouth bum Bailey. And so yeah. So just I think I made like 2,000 points or something like that. And and yeah. I just thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
Even make that like the insult of the day or something. He's extremely good at gambling for some reason. He can read bluffs extremely well. Somehow, almost always wins in each game except the slot machines. Many people hate him, especially ones in casinos. Can't imagine why. Although that sounds a lot like my brother, except he also is lucky at the slot machines. A fucking dickhead.
Am I just now noticing there's a banana on your desk?
Yeah, there is.
It just didn't register in my brain.
Don't worry, most people don't notice it. The banana of disguise. Am I not turtly enough with a turtle club? I wonder how Fee would handle someone with soul manipulation. So, Immortals' souls, or Extra souls, it's not fully understood what's with them, but there's definitely some kind of inert nature to them, which is why they do not merge with the ether when they die. Or it's believed that that's the main reason. So if, because I actually do have a story arc where Fee runs into a being that is able to, in a way you can say, manipulate souls. Where what they actually do is they disconnect the being from the ether, and then they connect themselves to that being, essentially controlling their soul. Basically, they're able to make zombies.
Zambonis?
Yeah. How'd you know he was Canadian?
The Zambonis are for hot.
What?
Sorry, there's a lawnmower outside again.
I'm not hearing the
A
lawnmower.
Zamboni is... I'm surprised. A Zamboni is used for ice skating rinks and hockey rinks.
Yeah, Canadians.
Not only Canadians ice skate and use hockey rinks.
That's where they live.
No, they live with the moose.
And it's on a skating rink. Come on, don't act like an idiot, okay? You're embarrassing me. But yeah, that story arc is like relatively early in Fee's military career. And it's one of the things that at the end of it, she literally loses everything. I guess not literally loses everything, because she still has herself and her immortality. But, you know what I mean? Like, she even loses her legion. And she gets demoted. And is essentially put on probation. And just has to do shitty jobs. And take shitty orders from shitty people who don't like her. Because there's a lot of people that don't like Fee. And I'm not just talking about people outside the Empire. Like, she's not very popular amongst her own people, relatively speaking. Yeah, it is definitely, like, the darkest point in her life. So she loses someone who's extremely important to her. So, Necrus, which are people from Necropole, Necrus have been genetically altered to not have any kind of, like, sexual desire or anything, because they're all produced within birthing pods. Like, they're mechanically made, essentially. So that essentially got filtered out of their gene pool of any kind of, like, need to reproduce, since that's not necessary anymore. But Necrus still have a connection, what at least right now I'm calling a connection with other Necrus. So they're able to experience things like, even though they worship death, they still feel pain when those they have connections with die. because it's along the same lines of like Christians. If someone who is Christian dies, those around them will feel pain, although based on their beliefs, the Christian is up in heaven. And so like and that's the thing that Christians strive for, is to be in heaven. So it's kind of like along the same lines of something like that. Because essentially the reason why the Necrus worship death is because death is what takes you back to the ether. So there's different kinds of like deep connections, or different kinds of connections. There's like a familiar one, so that's the kind that's kind of similar to like those that you would consider family. Which is why Fee feels that way about all of her troops and stuff, which is why she tends to try to make their lives as good as possible. And then there's like a deep connection, which is something that you tend to have with someone who's like your lover or your spouse or something like that. Sex is just not involved with it. And then there's the kind of connections that you have with like best friends and stuff. And there's lots of other different kinds of ones. So they're not like completely isolated sociopaths, basically. Like they have like human nature and stuff because they are descendants of humans. It's just that they've genetically modified themselves a lot from thousands of years of this production system that they've developed. Well, not them. They made an AI called Necrolux, who is like a master AI, whose main goal is to push the desires of the Empire. And so Necrolux took over and completely automated the Empire to where all citizens now only have to focus on the great war they have with the universe. And Necrolux developed a system where it takes genetic material from fallen Necrus and puts it into a giant vat, a gene pool, if you will, and uses lots of filters and stuff. And then every time they want to make the next generation of Necrus, they just take bits of that genetic material, make a baby, and then there's a whole process with that I have written for it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I have a lot of lore for Fee and Necropole. I think that's one of the reasons why someone said that I was a liar when I said that I came up with Fee in January. And they were like, no way. Because they thought I had Fee for like years that I've been developing. Nope.
You just have hyperfixation.
The most hyper. I look up jacket folds reference, and the first thing that pops up is a woman's big ass. And I'm like, that's not even a jacket.
No.
I bored everyone to sleep talking about Necropolis.
Nah.
No, they were bored before that. Well, somebody found my King in Yellow remake. And they yiked it. I do like how that one turned out. Especially compared to the original. Of course, the original was from 2017, so I would hope that it looks better.
Yeah?
Why'd you draw the same thing twice? Fuck! I swear I didn't copy paste. Somebody made fan art of Fee where she's like, wow, I haven't stubbed my toe in 5 months. I said with joys. And then and then I was shot then I was then shot 57 times. And she's in the Peter Griffin on the ground pose.
Death pose.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, that's really funny.
Now I just thought of, what if she stubbed her toe and it just killed her? She just died.
I mean, she has
Fell
stubbed
over
her.
dead.
I mean, she has stubbed her toe on a landmine before.
No, I don't mean she blows up. She literally just falls over dead. And then a few seconds later, bursts into flames.
Yep. Stubs her toe, fall on a coffee table, falls over on the coffee table, dead, comes back to life, in the process of coming back to life, kills the coffee table.
That poor innocent coffee table.
And she's like, yeah, you take that, bitch!
You piece of wood! I don't like that logo. He looks bad. It's funny. When people draw Wolverine, like official comics and otherwise, he's either the most attractive man I've ever seen, or a horrid little wretched gremlin. Like, he looks great or terrible. No in between.
Oliver has had a crush. Her name is Scarlet Nightshade. She's kick-ass and has 2 swords of energy. The two are together now. Surprisingly healthy relationship. Oliver gets hit on 3 times a day at minimum. Sounds like he needs to wear pads.
It just says hit. No, there's no on.
Again, he just needs to wear pads.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been dealing with my phone all day, so I'm on autocorrect mode.
Yeah. Well, get good.
You know what? Well, you're gay.
Yes?
I just want to make sure you remembered that. I know how your memory can be.
I mean, it's hard to forget my desire for... Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that.
Nope.
This is a live stream?
Yes, because I've been so tame during these streams.
I think this is probably one of my favorite comic book panels of Deadpool. He looks adorable. My mutual posted that said, gonna bite his tongue.
Nom, 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 nom.
They love Deadpool. I mean, their handle is Lacey Pool. Their name is Lacey. Wow, you've already been live for 2.5 hours.
It's past my bedtime. But the show must go on. I could have sworn that the person in the song just said 40 cock and I keep him in my...
Oh.
Like, I'm glad that the music kicked in right then, because I got scared. Oliver once had a Green Lantern ring. He was then obliterated by 20 people from the Lantern Corps. I saw that. I skimmed through your page real quick. And I saw about the Green Lantern ring. I didn't see the part about the getting the shit beaten out of him to beyond a pulp. But that's pretty funny. When the Green Lantern, or when the Lantern Corps showed up and they were like, we're gonna kick your ass, was he like, but I'm not Ryan Reynolds! No! Twitch only dummy message. When you got a message and it's dummy thick. Got held back 3 times.
Drink plenty of water over the next 24 hours.
It's very important. Make sure you hydrate. Oh shit, I'm out of water.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck!
Hello, bitch. I accidentally ate the gummies that were not the weed. And now I'm a willoughby. Hold on to your pelvis, kids. Anyway.
Can't remember. What's that from?
It's Colin.
Oh, right. I'm like, this sounds familiar. What's it from? Oh, fuck.
I think of hello, bitch, all the time. Of course, the grunge one.
So good. It's so accurate.
He's such a good singer when it comes to grunge specifically.
He's actually recorded some music.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it's like grungy country, basically.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right for him.
The thing that surprises most people, he's up against Bleh. My brain was like, wait, no, don't understand. I was like, because we haven't finished, stupid!
Read the rest of the paragraph.
The. What does he mean by the? Ah! I have small gerbils that run my brain. The problem is that they did not graduate middle school. So that's a problem. Anyway, the thing that surprises most people he's up against is his strength. Due to how he's built, you'd expect someone that looks like they don't have muscle or anything to not be really strong. That's kind of how it is with Fee. She's very gangly and is basically a stick, but she is able to like easily bench press like 700 pounds. But that's mainly an immortal thing, because all immortals have just heightened stats, essentially. Now, she doesn't have the best ones. Probably her highest stat would be intelligence. But she has grown to find that to be boring to just use her intelligence all the time. Case in point, all the drawings I have.
She's so smart, but acts like a complete dumbass.
Mm-hmm. Because she has fun that way.
Mm-hmm. It's fun to play the fool.
Mm-hmm. Too bad I'm not playing.
I can't escape.
This is just how I am. Fuck. Oliver once tried predicting what someone said next. Unfortunately, he isn't Joseph Joestar and failed.
That's a JoJo reference.
I had a feeling because it was a stupid name. So I was like, that's
hey!
So that's kind of reminds me of on Family
Don't
Feud.
put Spike on the Joestar name.
On Family Feud, there's this African family, and one of the guys on there, his name was Obi. That was his first name. He's from the Obi family, so his name's Obi. And then his, I think it was his cousin or something, told Steve to ask him what his middle name is. And he's like, and Obi was like, we don't need to talk about that. And Steve was like, I think we do. In fact, we ain't doing nothing until we find out what your middle name is. It's Obi. So his name's Obi, or no, Obu. That's what it's. Obu. That's his full name. And then it's like, where's your dad at? Dad's out in the audience, points him out, and his dad stands up. He's all proud and everything. And he goes, sir, what's your name? And he goes, Obu! And it's like, that's a classic moment right there. Quadruple obu. Yeah.
He hit the quadruple obu.
Oof. It just makes me think about, like, people whose names are, like, Steven Stevenson.
Mm-hmm. Robert Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
It's all Bob Bob. My grandpa's name is Robert. And he does go by Bob.
Barb.
Bob.
Bob.
I have a sound clip of Steve Irwin talking about his son Robert by calling him Baby Bob. I just have that stuck in my head for all of eternity. I'm surprised I remember Steve Irwin's voice better than I remember my own father's.
I mean, Steve Irwin has a more iconic voice.
True, he is Australian. And I do like Australians. Many Australians are iconic. Like Hugh Jackman, my beloved.
He's Canadian.
No, he's not.
He said so. When the guy said your country needs you, he goes, "I'm Canadian."
That was Wolverine, Sean. He's an actor.
What? Now you're going to tell me that things on the internet aren't always true?
Well, you see...
We're going to need to sit down.
Ryan Reynolds is Canadian.
I thought he was just a jackass.
No, that's Deadpool.
Who's basically Ryan Reynolds. I mean, Deadpool literally said he's Ryan Reynolds. Before Ryan Reynolds even played him.
They were born to be each other. Fucking Ryan, when he played Deadpool in Wolverine Origins, was so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he got to reprise the role in a better way.
Yeah, he was very much not happy about that. And that was like during a time when, like, anytime he was in one of those action movies he was super excited to be in, it turned out to, like, he would get, like, the shittiest role, essentially, or be handled so poorly.
But it is one of the things that helped him and Hugh become friends, and now they're basically butt buddies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ryan's wife calls Hugh his other wife.
He cheats at Wordle. Why did he say that?
Cheat at Wordle. Why did I say that? not as good as the Hot Ones branded hot sauce. Available at your local retailer.
It was so fucking funny. Oh my god.
I love Ryan's commitment to the bit while he was dissociating beside him.
Yeah. He was just in another world. It's called hell. What did he say? There's peppers in the ice cream?
There's fucking chili in the ice cream!
Yeah. He's just becoming super paranoid.
Looking like a fucking dissociating bug. And then he's looking at the cameras pointed at him, and he's like, "Why are you zooming in? Stop zooming in!" And then he keeps burping.
Mm-hmm. He had a rough time.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest thing ever.
I wanted to give him a hug and some milk.
There's this musician from the UK, I'm not sure which part. But he's got like a really thick accent when he talks, but yet he does not have the accent when he sings. And he also has a very deep voice when he sings, but not when he talks at all. And he's so funny in interviews. Like, he was doing one interview, and the interviewer asked him to tell the people why they should buy his upcoming album, and he looks at the camera and goes, "Don't waste your time. It's a complete and utter joke."
That sounds like Scottish and Irish squished together the way you do it.
Yeah, because I'm terrible at that. But then, and like another one was, he was on another like talk show, and the person asked him or pointed out that tickets to his upcoming concerts were already, like, they sold out like within 24 hours or something like that. And he asked him, what do you think the cause of that is? And he goes, just roll sex appeal. He's not the most attractive looking guy.
I want to know this man's name.
I wish I could remember it, but like it never comes up. It's always just like, funny British man, make haha.
I would like to know if I know this guy, because he sounds hilarious. And I listen to a wide array of music.
Yeah, I think he has, because this was kind of like a news thing last year or the year before. I think he has Tourette's, and during a live performance, it was just going off super bad, and he couldn't actually sing because of it. But then the audience started singing the song for him, and he just broke down crying. And then he had to take a break from the tour after that because he was afraid that it would happen again.
Mm-hmm. I'm still listening to the Dun theme song. It's been an hour. Did I type the right letters? I went to write "you gonna be okay" to a friend, and I wrote Johanna. No. Hello, chicken bird.
Louis Capaldi.
Oh, I do know that name.
He's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that guy. I know him. He's 28. We're the same age.
I wish I did stuff with my life by that point.
Actually, I'm older than him by a couple months.
Here's that interview about it when he was talking about his album.
You promote to the viewers out there your new album, what would you say?
What camera? Is there a camera I can look into?
Camera one over there.
Don't waste your time. It's a complete and utter joke that I've been allowed to make a second one. It's if anything, I didn't think this was possible. I've got worse. So don't bother yourself with it. Go buy Ed Sheeran's latest offerings.
What, do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy the songwriting? Do you enjoy the performing?
No, I hate this. This is like just paying the bills, damn it. Honestly, it's tough, but it pays well.
So I've seen you live, man. You look like you're enjoying it.
I do. I enjoy it. It's very fun. It's better than having a real job. I'm sure we can all agree.
Yeah.
We are blessed.
We are
absolutely.
We are blessed and stressed and underdressed in my case. But no, I love it. I love doing it. I'm not very good at anything else except from love making. So basically,
but that is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. And until I can make a career in that, which hopefully I can it's just a short sidestep into that. But we'll see.
I fucking love that guy. It's so funny. Oh, it just kills me. But yeah, so the reason why I mentioned him is that he was on Hot Ones.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was also very funny because he was like doing very well for like half of it, and then it suddenly hit him, and he got aggressive. It's like, I'm never fucking coming back here again. Oliver is somewhat aware of the fourth wall, but barely ever looks at it because, well, it doesn't affect his verse, so he can't care. I mean, he doesn't care. Pikmin freestyle goes crazy. I will be right back. Everybody else kind of get up, put blood back in your legs, and I will be back in a minute. Okay. That was actually pretty good timing because I needed to put the food and water up since Castle's going in for his surgery tomorrow. So that's fun. Hopefully everything goes well with that, and then we don't have to do any more surgeries ever again. Isn't that right, Castle?
Yeah, I hopefully that goes well.
Maybe this time he won't be a bitch and just try to die before the surgery.
Hopefully not.
I don't want to do surgery. Bleh. So dramatic. We're almost getting done with this. Yeah, I have no idea when the next time I'll do a challenge like this again. Because this has been rough. It's been fun, and I've been learning a lot, but god damn. I think it's mostly the streaming part that kills me. Canonically, Oliver plays Dead by Daylight. He always plays it as killer. Specifically, the Doctor. Doctor Who is in that? I mean, I know he's killed a lot of people.
What?
Yeah, canonically, Doctor Who has killed a lot of people. Like, they've actually... That's kind of the focus of, like a story arc or something. In one of the seasons. I've only seen a bunch of clips and stuff of it, but kind of got the gist. Of course, also it's referred to in different versions of the Doctor what his kill count is. There's one clip where like I don't know anything about like the people that are in the scene, but one of them has like this wrist thing that looks up information about people, and the Doctor's like look up who I am under cause of deaths or something like that, and then it just keeps on like counting up all the deaths and stuff, and he's like, okay, well, certainly it's impressive. Unlike whatever the context is, it makes it to where he's a terrifying person.
Yeah.
I did not mean Doctor Who. So, like Dr. House?
House MD?
What?
I said House MD?
Yes. I used to watch the shit out of that show when it was on the tellies. Back before all these streaming services, I don't understand why everybody's gotta have a creek going through their living room. However, it would be funny if it was. Yes, it would. Doctor Who or Doctor Who.
So good and tasty.
So why did we want to get into the military? That is another thing that is very much explained in the short story, but basically in a nutshell, she is an extremely devout loyalist to the Empire and very devout to the religion. And so, being a soldier is one of the things that, like, is held in extremely high regard. Even though technically all citizens are soldiers, they serve different parts of the armada, basically. But Bee was super excited about, like, serving the Empire, slaughtering untold numbers of people in the name of the Empire and in the cause of the religion. And everything. So that's one of the, like, biggest things in the short story is about her finding out that she's an immortal. But it's essentially been like a lifelong thing for her, is to be in the military. I really wish that Justin really liked those horde shooter games. Like, Left 4 Dead and stuff like that. Because Darktide, which is like basically Warhammer 40k version of Left 4 Dead, is adding a new class next month called the Arbites, which is Judge Dredd. It's just Judge Dredd. You get to play Judge Dredd. And I know that he would totally be down for that.
Yeah, probably.
But he doesn't really care for those games, so I don't. Because, like, I even bought him Vermintide, and we have yet to play that game. And of course, I got it for like dirt cheap at the time. But he's just not. He doesn't really care for those games, so I'm not going to push it. And Vermintide's basically Left 4 Dead, but with melee weapons. I love that game. I have a lot of hours in that game. I really like Darktide, too. It had a very rough release. But they've improved the shit out of it. B would probably piss Oliver off, but it would be one of those things where someone would say, stop that, but bunches of places away whispering.
That hurt my brain.
Yeah, I'm a little lost on that one. Yeah, I have a feeling it would be more like Fee would try to kill Oliver, and then finding out that he's immortal would be like, oh, okay. What about this time? Because, like, it's mostly a cultural thing that all about fighting and killing and stuff. So, welcome back. How was dinner? I tried to eat before the stream, and I was gonna have one of my trash salads, but that didn't work out because all my lettuce had mold on it, and I'm like, the feck?
Aww.
I was very upset. Which means that I should only really get, like, 3 at a time. Just to make sure that they don't go bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I really enjoy eating a trash salad. Which is...
I just like eating leaves.
Yeah, but a trash salad is just... You just put the shit on the head of lettuce and you eat the head of lettuce.
I'm aware.
Well, I'm mostly saying that for anybody watching. I figured you were aware.
True, I am a food person.
Yeah. But I don't know why I very much prefer to eat it that way than, like, in a bowl.
Mm-hmm. Just chomp that lettuce.
Mm-hmm. Sounds more like a kink thing when you say it like that.
But yeah, like I said, I just like eating leaves because it makes me feel like I am a woodland creature. I know it's technically leaves, I just like saying leaves.
LaFaze.
Leaps. Jasper and I still haven't started Gargoyle Season 3 yet because we're both scared of it.
Why?
Neither of us have seen it yet, and we don't know what it's going to be about. Because Seasons 1 and 2 were perfect.
Oliver would just hate her due to her immortality. He's a hypocrite and probably would just stay away due to Fee just having a whole legion. Well, the thing is that, like, it would be difficult to stay away from her unless he is able to do space travel. Which he probably would, I would imagine, but still. Because, you know, she kind of goes to planets and kills everybody on the planet, so... But yeah, like, non-canonically, Fee is best friends with an entity whose main goal is to destroy all life. So yeah, that's why they're best friends. I'm trying to make it to where like they're the only one that she calls bestie. But the thing is that she's the kind of person who would call anybody that she really likes a bestie. Like, she calls Calliope bestie, even though Calliope fucking hates her guts. This person is asking me to rate their art. Their Warhammer 40k art. This person has also been very aggressive towards Fee. And also their accounts are private. And I'm like, is this just to get me to follow you? Because I don't know if this is actually true, because since I'm finally getting fans and stuff, and so they're acting like I'm the best thing since sliced bread, and all that, and so then I'm like, am I actually becoming popular on this site, or am I just deluding myself? Because I don't want it to go to my head. Because I don't want to press any more hair out of my head. Because that would be bad.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're very cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're so cool.
I'm totally cool. I must say. Let's see. Kind of doesn't. He has someone set up a portal for him so he could go anywhere he wants. Mostly used to travel around Earth, although it's a long walk back home. But it could potentially reach other planets. The portal has never been tested to that extent, though.
I have something to show you.
Oh dear God!
Its expression is everything.
You smell like roses. Sweaty, sweaty roses. Thank you. The Logie.
I'm dying, Scoob.
I'm dying, Scoob. I couldn't even show that on stream if I wanted to.
Nope.
Oh, that's really funny, though.
I've sent this to you before, but God, it still feels true for me. I am the one in the car. How it feels to be to see other people's art as the not safe for work artist.
It's so true. god, you are a slut.
Yes, and I do just be drawing them dicks.
Mm-hmm. And so I sent that person a friend request since they're privated. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I just realized 90% of my OCs are just kind of super powered or kick-ass. The other 10% are just normal human beings. That's fine. You have an interest. I mean, let's see. I have one character who is a sociopathic muscle mommy. I have another character who is an adorable buff cat girl. I have a nerdy, tiny, skinny guy. A frat boy. A crime boss. A cannibal sociopath. A genetically modified cannibal sociopath. A traumatized bounty hunter. A pantheon. Like an actual pantheon. And Fee. Those are the only ones that I've done anything with in recent years. Bow, bow, bow. Wrong one. There we go. cord to my headset when it's charging keeps on getting caught on things. And then it's trying to snap my neck.
It wants you to die.
I mean, at least we're in agreement.
I don't want you to die.
Wow.
That makes one of us.
That sounds like a personal problem. Holy shit. Okay, I don't think he's drawn that. Never mind. I thought he drew like some insanely detailed ship things, but I'm not sure if he actually did. He's drawn a lot of Warhammer stuff though. I mean, that's obvious. I mean, name has literally Warhammer 40K in their name. So. I love finding entertaining streamers. I mean, that does seem like a good way to spend your time. I hope you find some. I was like, don't do it, don't do it. God damn it, man. I can't help it. It's right, the opportunity's right there and I'm weak. But yeah, we will be doing 2 more of these streams. One is the very last of the challenge. Thank God. And then Saturday, I think I've already mentioned this in this stream, but Saturday we are going to be doing a draw together stream to celebrate finishing the challenge and for breaking 300 followers on Pixilart. So essentially I'm going to set up a magma thing and then people can join in and we just draw and have fun. Essentially the only rules I have are don't draw anything that will get me in trouble and don't fuck with other people's drawings. Like you can draw around their drawing, like you know, writing words or something, or pointing arrows or whatever, but just don't draw on the drawing. And then other than that, I think would be Gucci. So we're going to be doing that on Saturday, starting at 6. And then I guess since Sunday will be the first, we'll do another stream. But it's the start of my normal going back to my normal streaming schedules, which is Saturday and Sundays. Saturday are going to be art streams. Sundays are going to be gaming streams. And I am desperately in need of a gaming stream after this.
Play some video games.
Play some video games.
Video games.
Video game.
I have a Deadpool and Wolverine comic coming tomorrow.
Ooh.
It's a 3-issue run called Deadpool, Wolverine, World War III.
And it's just them fucking?
I wish. Unfortunately, this is an official release from Marvel.
Oh, that's lame.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, you cowards! Let them embrace!
Let them put their dicks in each other. I'm sure Logan would like to shut Wade up somehow. Oh, David Hayter.
Hmm?
I have to show you the post he just made on Blue Sky a little bit ago. Can I click on Piscord? I don't know why, but that made me really happy. Just thinking about Snake typing that.
I'm pretty sure Snake would have to be guided on that, because if it's not about guns...
No, that's Big Boss Snake. Solid Snake, on the other hand.
Well, they're both called Snake. So when you just say Snake, I just think of the autistic one.
Not his son.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Boss Snake, I don't know if he would ever understand how to use a phone.
Yeah.
Or at least the kind of smartphone.
How do I shoot with this? No, it's not like that.
But how do I shoot with it?
Is this the trigger? It's not a gun! God damn it.
Where do I put in the ammo?
Son of a bitch!
God damn it, Jack! I do love that in the fandom, some people, to differentiate between the snakes, they call Solid Snake Snavid, since his name's David. It's cute.
Yeah, I think this is done.
Woo!
Yay. And the crowd goes wild! Yeah.
And the crowd goes mild.
And the crowd gets piled.
Oh no!
I don't know if I like that.
That's fucked up.
And the crowd just smiles.
Hey, you're finishing a little before 10 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting pretty fast with these lately. Although tomorrow's is probably not going to be very quick. I am the crowd. I am also in danger. Are you? Don't you mean you are the danger? No.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Where's my cursor? There it is. Come on. Stop saving so I can save. That sounds stupid, but that's a problem.
Oh, I know.
I'm kind of excited to put all these drawings into a collage.
Why did I think you were going to say kaleidoscope?
I don't know. That's a big word. I wouldn't say that.
Why would I say printer?
I love those. Why would I say fax machine? Well, this was the most entertaining almost 4 hours I've wasted. Yeah! What the hell, man?
Glad we could be entertaining.
Well,
Oops.
it's just it's just like what my dad always says. If it's gonna go to waste, might as well go to mine. Whenever we talk about food. That's why we don't tend to have leftovers. Of course, my favorite saying that my dad has is, well, you know what they say, when the chips are down, the buffalo are eating pillows.
Excuse me?
Yeah, and I try to live my life by that.
Right on, brother.
Hell yeah! Let's fucking go, I guess.
I can't hear that phrase without hearing Wolverine say it in my brain. Just, let's fucking go.
So I will be making time lapses of all the drawings that I've done this month, and I will be posting them on my YouTube. And I don't know about TikTok, because TikTok is kind of on life support right now for the US. Because, you know, the whole TikTok ban. Unless it gets pushed back again. Is going to be up, I think, next month. So, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to wait until the next time it gets pushed back before I post anything. But I will have the stuff on my Yubtub. Yeah, I'm going to be making just 1 minute time lapses with these. I'm thinking how I'm going to do it is that any drawings that I'm going to have to be 1 minute, I'm just going to have music with it. But anything that's going to be longer, I'm going to actually do commentary over. think I'll just do that with like big pieces that I do. You know, the things that I've probably got to go for like 10, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that major feed Doom picture I did. That the time lapse for that is already sitting at like 28 minutes.
Goddamn.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to shorten that down a little bit and then do some commentary over it. But yeah, let's go ahead and post this. Where? Right. Then grab this. This one down here. Do that. Change this stuff. Okay, and post. There we go. Now it is on Pixilart. Well, now I shall disappear until I feel like reappearing. Well, yeah, the stream's going to be ending here in a minute anyway. So, glad you enjoyed it. And, we'll be streaming tomorrow. Same time, same channels. Please come back. Please clap.
Clap.
Clap. It's hard to talk with the dick in my mouth.
Obviously.
Yeah. So yeah. Things. Like I said, it's gonna be streaming tomorrow. The very last submission for the challenge. We doed it. Or we will do it. And then that will be exciting. And then Saturday we'll be doing our special draw together stream. Sunday we'll be going back to a normal stream schedule, and we'll be doing a gaming stream. And then yeah, like I said, we'll be doing Saturdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. What else? Go read the Major Fee short story. Link is in description or bio, whichever platform you're on. It is good. The reason why I know it's good, because it is. I mean, what other reason do you need? So yeah, go read it. And do all those follow things and sub things and like things and all that stuff, because I said so, and that's how it works. Now you have to do it because I said so. But them's the rules. And yeah, I am extremely tired now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end stream, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow.
I resign today as president of the bank.
Have a wonderful response.